welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Winstrike versus PuckChamp for Dota 2 Champions League Season number 4. It's all pretty fresh season. One of these guys is spamming the PuckChamp Awu sound, the cutest voice line in the entire game. And, I mean, if I had the money, I'd buy it myself just to use that one voice line. 100% worth the £10, whatever the hell it is. You betting on PuckChamp? Better close in skill, but Winstrike haven't played much since the CI qualifiers. I was going to say, it's been a long time since I've seen Winstrike's name actually even pop up anywhere, so... Yeah, I suppose if they've just been taking a bit of a downtime, we'll have to wait and see. I don't even really remember many of these names. I know Yamich, Dracho, I don't really know if any of the other guys are there. Youngji, Future Bro, for the win. Youngji all the way. It was the PuckChamp leaned things off there with the Shadow Demon pickup. Always a strong grab. You know, if you just watch the game I played, you know, I was a pretty decent Shadow Demon myself, so, you know, it shows how good the hero is if I can play it. Obviously, always got good amount of save, good amount of utility to it. Real goddamn brutal to play up against sometimes. Then Bane is the pickup there for Winstrike. Not a hero that you see too often at all in the current meta. But maybe it's starting to take a little bit of a resurgence right now. I think this is the second time I've seen it in the last couple of days. Could be seeing it back into the meta. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I hated when Bane was a thing. I really did. Like, the hero just does so much shit and it just annoys the hell out of me. It's too much to deal with sometimes. Even so, they get it. Also followed up with the Monkey King. We'll see which role it's going to end up in. In this series we was casting earlier, we saw a position for Monkey King. And it failed miserably. It did not do very good at all. So we'll see if they're going to... Winstrike going to go for a more traditional core Monkey King. I think that would probably suit the hero a little bit better. Just in my opinion. But Lina is the grab there from PuckChamp. So again, it's another very high meta here at the moment. Good amount of flex to it. Most likely, like about 90% of games you see it in the mid lane. But if there's ever a time where the matchup just looks absolutely abysmal, you can always push it to like the position 4. And she works just as well in that slot. So... it's always a nice pick. I would have thought it would have been banned in the first phase. It's normally what happens with that, with this hero, but you know, it slipped past the net. So PuckChamp actually banning the Weaver and the Sand King. Two heroes you not normally see that get first phase, but they went for it anyway. I mean, where that game dragged on a little bit, I didn't have time to set up all like the most picked heroes from these two teams in the last patch. That's normally what I have next to me on my monitor, but I don't. So I'm lacking on the info, boys. I'm lacking. It's not good.
10 seconds.
PuckChamp on the second phase, taking away the Invoker and the Venge. So just spreading it around a little bit. Obviously, the Venge is still pretty goddamn annoying to play up against. You can either have it as a super save in position 5, or as a very, very annoying position 3, which just never dies, constantly doing stuff in team fights. So it's always a worthwhile ban, especially if they know that there's a player on the side of Winstrike that does actually like to roll with this hero. Makes sense just to take it off the table. We'll see what they're going to lean towards next. And then they get rid of the Night Stalker. Again, a very high meta hero. So I wonder if this Monkey King is sort of... if they're thinking about for the mid lane or the off lane. I mean, I suppose up against the Lina, it's not very good at all. Like, the range difference is just too much. The Monkey King will never get Jingu stacks online, and most likely he'll just lose that lane. So probably going to be a position 3 Monkey King already, I would assume. But then it feels kind of odd about the Night Stalker ban, though, there from PuckChamp. Because, I mean, sometimes you can see a position 5 Night Stalker, but when you've already got a Bane on the opposing team, that's a very unlikely thing to actually make an appearance. Even still, they decide to ban it anyway. It is a very annoying hero to play up against. Especially if they do just get on top of the Shadow Demon, and the hero just feels so goddamn useless when you're silenced for 7 seconds. Absolutely nothing you can do to help your team. And it's a real feels bad man moment. It really is. Even still, one more ban to come out here from Winstrike first. And they actually do decide to get rid of the Dawnbreaker. As it is, obviously with the new patch that came out, she was added to Captain's Draft. I saw her again in the last series that I cast, and it didn't work. I think they lost a bit in the end. But I'm excited to see how like some of the more like top-end pro teams are able to adapt with this hero, maybe change a few things around. It should be quite interesting. They do go with the Puck as well as their third pickup. most likely for the mid then to play up against this Lina.
10 seconds
And I was say, another thing about this TI is that normally each year there would normally be one hero added before TI, but where it's been delayed for so long, we've actually got 2 new heroes to go into this TI, the Hoodwink as well as the Dawnbreaker. So that is going to be a little bit of an interesting thing to see as well. I mean, the Hood has been nerfed quite a bit, so unless Ice Frog decides to revive the hero a little bit, I don't think she'll make that many appearances in professional play.
Dire must choose.
Just got tweaked a little bit too hard, really. Down into the Dream. And then Mars to pick up there from PuckChamp. Very solid position 3. Brings a lot of team fight to the table. Good amount of stun. Tanky motherfucker as well. So I do quite like it. I don't forget like a Monkey King Mars combo. Like when they're on the same team. Just like Arena plus Wukongs is so goddamn brutal.
5 seconds remain.
I suppose it works just as well on the opposing squad, because if the Mars manages to land a really good spear, you can just push him straight out of his own Wukong's area, and the ultimate has completely negated. And then the Monkey King's just like, oh wow, I'm fucked. Completely countered. And PuckChamp do go for the Disruptor pickup. That's a hero which has been making a big reappearance as well. A lot of teams are actually prioritizing this guy as a position 5. Does a similar thing as well with the Monkey King. You can glimpse him out of his Wukongs if he doesn't, as long as if the Monkey King doesn't misplay terribly.
5 seconds remain.
I don't think that's the first time I've ever seen Chubba Chub sponsor an esports team as well. That's quite cool. Sponsored by the Lollipop Company.
It is time.
They do some good lollies though, man. They do some real good lollies. And then the Pangolier. I was kind of surprised. I've not seen this at all for like the last 2 days, which is weird because before I left on my little holiday work thing for a week, like he was in every game. If he wasn't banned, he was picked 100%. And I've not really gone through the patch notes super well, so unless he's been really nerfed to oblivion, it's weird that he just all of a sudden flips into just never appearing at all. After this series, I'll try to actually read the patch notes properly. Make myself well versed in it so I'm not completely useless. Got to give myself some credibility, you know? It was the final set of picks that come out. Winstrike looking like they're after their safe lane carry, unless they're going to do a position 1 Monkey King, but that doesn't sound too good. I mean, it lanes up against the Mars fine.
Radiant's
Um,
turn to ban.
But position 1 Monkey Kings always has felt kind of clunky and not very well suited for the hero. So I assume it's still going to be a position 3 Monkey, and we'll have a Pos 5 Pangolier in that case.
10
Unless Winstrike are also intending to play this as a support Monkey King.
5 seconds.
Winstrike have a meta draft. Yeah. I'm just curious about where this Monkey King is going to end up, though. It should be interesting to see. 'Cause if they also go for a support Monkey King, then, I don't know. Some serious shit's happened while I've been gone. That's making this hero a lot more viable in that role. So it looks like off the top of my head they're just after a position 1. And PuckChamp are looking for a position 1 of their own. So both after a carry. But actually, mind you, PuckChamp take away the Tidehunter. So maybe they're thinking that this is a court position 1 Monkey King then. Even Gary the Necro, okay. Interesting. I see what Winstrike decides to remove as the final hero here. Obviously, the Bloodseeker, you've always got to ban this hero when you've got a Pangolier. Like the Rupture just screws the hero
10
beyond
seconds remain.
reason. Like, just really counters out too hard.
5
You can't roam thunder anywhere. You just end up dying, killing yourself, feeding away gold. So it's never good. What sort of position 1 so far would Winstrike really like to play up with? They ban out the Slark. I mean, the Slark's not too bad. If you can time the Dark Pack quite nicely, there's a lot of good like disables that you could purge away. The Silence from the Puck, the Nightmare, and Fiend Script from the Bane. Even the Boundless. So yeah, it's a worthwhile ban. As well as being able to just escape from the Wukongs pretty easily itself, just you get a free leap away. Still the final pick from PuckChamp to come out first, so they're going to have to show their hand. before Winstrike, which is going to give Winstrike just a little bit of an extra edge when it comes to pick their own hero. And they go for a Tiny. What? Okay. So who's the position 1 then on the side of PuckChamp? Night King, Bat, Blood, Pango, Tai, Gyro, Night Stalker, Beast, Leader, Mars. Yeah. Yeah. So they sort of correspond to when I was last playing. Well, when I was here a week ago, so that makes sense. But I mean, I'm really confused about who the position 1 on PuckChamp is then. Surely the Lina has to be the 1 then, right? And then the Tiny's mids, and then Mars off lane. Is position 1 Lina a thing? I can't remember the last time I saw that. Very, very long time ago. They've clearly... Well, hopefully they've practiced with this. Or it's just a Thompson gyro diffusal blade situation. Never done it before, but hey, let's just go with it. See how it works. Have to wait and see. Then Lifestealer is to pick up there for Winstrike. Pretty good counter hero up against the Mars. You just use the rage, you run straight through it. You're never going to get held in place. It's a young G on the leader, so he's still taking that for the mid lane then. Melee's on the Mars. Hey, I thought Crit was... Wait, yeah, Crit's the position 1, isn't he? So you got position 1 Tiny? Or have I got the wrong way around? I can't actually remember now. I thought young G was the mid lane player and then Crit was the 1. Carlos is the 5. Melee's is the 3. Crit is +1, yeah. Okay. So position 1 Tiny? This is going to be interesting to see. I wonder what sort of build he's going to do then. Whether he's going to go for the standard Blink Dagger for the early burst damage. Or is he just going to go straight in for like Chrysalis, Aghanim Scepter, something like that. Yeah, it seems interesting. I'm not too confident in it, in all honesty. Especially since how Winstrike already have a decent amount of team fight. Like Wukong, Stream Coil, as well as Rolling Thunder, and a Fiend's Grip to boot. Just a lot of control in their team fight, which is going to be really nice. Well, PuckChamp have got a fairly decent amount themselves. Arena, as well as Static Storm from the Disruptor. So maybe it balances out a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't... I mean, I don't have any faith in this position 1 Tiny because I haven't seen a position 1 Tiny. Especially in this patch. I think I saw position 1 Tiny fucking years ago. Years ago, mate. Dead meta. Hey, you never know. They're going to bring something back here. We'll see how it goes down. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm just going to lean slightly more towards Winstrike in this game, number 1. Could be very wrong. I mean, the lane, anyway, Tiny Disruptor up against Pangolier, the Monkey King. I think that was it, wasn't it? Get rid of the free camera. Annoying, that stuff. Don't need it. Don't need it. Anyway, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for game number 1 between Winstrike and PuckChamp for the Dota 2 Champions League season number 4.
Thanks, guys.
Let's see who's going to come out on top here. So I might already get a little bit of a clash. Pantomime does manage to get the Deep Observer Ward down as PuckChamp went for a smoke play to try and get here faster. But even still, even with the bonus movement speed that smoke gives you, somehow Pantomime was still able to beat him here. I'm not quite sure how that happened. I mean, actually, he does have brown boots, 350. Does no one else have browns? Yeah, not a single other member on the side of PuckChamp actually has brown boots. So there you go. Always beats a smoke when you're going for speed, boys. Just remember that. Worthwhile information. But I think the lane matchup of Puck versus Lina is relatively even. Like, I don't think either one of those guys is going to gain like a massive lead and just destroy the other. It should be pretty balanced here. Yamit's trying to sneak around the side here, but obviously already spotted out by the ward. But just wants to secure the bounty, which does end up being 2 for 2. Bog standard start here. So is this another game where we have a position 4 Monkey King? Why is this becoming a trend? Like, why is this meta? Has his skills been changed that makes it really strong? We're actually going to make a little attempt here at Ducalis. The right click is just so damn strong, and the slow from the tree dance lasts forever. And this is just the freest first blood ever. Pantoman just gets it. Very little commitment as well, just a couple of small skills. And there's absolutely nothing Ducalis could have done. There you go, Winstrike already off to a fantastic start in this game. Especially with the bonus gold there for the position 5, who's immediately getting a load of stuff brought to him. I can't select it. Okay, it's got stick. I don't like this new spectating bug. They brought out this new overlay and stuff. It's really cool, but I can't select stuff with left click. Like, I can only click on heroes and player controlled stuff. I can't left click on creeps. You have to highlight it. It's really, really dumb. And even with wards, like, I can't click on wards. You have to highlight them. It's really, really dumb bug, which I hope they fix pretty soon. I imagine a few other people have already complained about it. You can see already, Young G just up to a slight lead at the moment. 7-3 to the 5-0 of Melojul. We'll see if that changes at all once these guys hit that level 3 mark. I don't think that'd really change much of a power dynamic, because then they both just have upgraded nuke spells. So I think really this lead that Young G's built up will probably just slowly stay in its place. I don't think that'll change anytime soon. We're at the top, crit. 7-4, 8-4 now. It's already off to a pretty decent start. Yamit's just trying to harass out to Carlos as much as he can as soon as he shows his head. But until he actually gets those Jingu stacks, like level 2, it's not going to do much. Oh, just found a free kill here onto the courier though. Salve Clary and the set of tangos completely removed for over a minute. But luckily, Ducalis still has a bit of regen to play with. So it's not like he's completely dry right now. Oh, wow. That creep survived with 1 HP, which let Crit get that deny. That was so lucky. I mean, calculated. These are pros. They calculate everything. Nothing is luck. So Young G's really starting to bully out Melojul now. Both got their bottles online. Melojul's is already empty. Young G has an extra charge to work with. 16-5 to the 9-0. This puck is really starting to fall behind. He's just kept under his tier 1 tower. He can't get close at all. He's going to need some sort of support from some of his teammates at some point, but really none of his supports have that much of rotation potential. And maybe Pantomime in a spot bother. Meadows unfortunately not fast enough to get an angle to get the tree connection. So the lucky break there for Pantomime this time. He's going to get a bit of wards down as well as steal away the bounty there. Which will definitely help out Melojul. This takes away that potential 2-bottle charges. He still has to claim his own. Imagine Pantomime would probably come back to secure up the 4-minute water rune as well. Try and bring the sort of the regen back into the puck's favour. As best as he can anyway. Ooh, up top. Krishich get pretty damn low. Crit though getting beaten in retaliation here from Yamich. And it's enough to force him back. There's not actually a salve available. All these guys have is a single tango. Oh wait, no, the courage just respawns. There you go. Salve back into the hands of Crit. Bringing him back up to a healthy standing momentarily. There's a decent amount of harassment they were able to pump out onto him. Oh my god, the CS in the mid is just getting even worse. 27-11 for Young G, and it's only 15-2 for Melojul. He's got nearly double the actual CS and pentuple on the denies. Like, it translates to not really that much XP difference, which I'm surprised about. But mind you, there's still a couple of creeps here for Young G. So I suppose it'll put him up to like 2/3 of a level versus 1/3. Yeah, it's not that much of a difference, to be honest. Another thing I like about this new overlay is they've got rid of that really annoying little replay button. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Like when you watch through Dota TV, there's a little button there which brings up the slider, and it used to cover the levels, but it's gone. It's gone. I absolutely love it. So Melez is having actually a pretty good time in this bot lane himself. 27-2. I mean, he's not really contesting Driacho at all, but he's able to stand his ground quite easy. And actually going to try and make a move onto him right now. A spear pushing him back, gets a connection onto the trees. Asher is held up for quite a bit of time, trying to get some more shadow points attacked if he can. Can he get one more at least? Gets the 4. He might be able to survive to get a 5th. He's going for the long range one, not going to be able to find it. Pantomime will just get the final tap. Driacho even survives, so free kill once again being geared over towards the Bame. And yeah, I noticed this as well in the game that I just played, the Shadow Demon, is that Shadow Poison cannot be purged anymore. So, Rage, Dark Pact, all these sort of skills that would normally purge it away, don't do shit. And it feels so goddamn nice as a Shadow Demon nowadays. Really, really nice. Look, the Dream Call gets committed for Metajul, but in comes the Monkey King as well. So 3 versus 2. Young G actually ends up dying, and Astral's going to fall as well. 2 kills getting found from Winstrike in the mid lane. Nice rotation from the 2 supports to gain that advantage. And did they even...
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
Oh, yeah, Young G did get the water rune though. I thought maybe Metajul could have got a double water rune usage, but it did get snatched away at least. So just every single person is got pretty decent CS. No one's getting completely shut down at this point. They'll have a launch touch there, just on to Krisic. Oh, even though they push that. A bit of glimpse, it might be enough. Oh, Cheshire Cat actually, isn't it? That's how you pronounce the name. It's just one more right click. There you go. Carlos finds it. Yeah, I think it's Cheshire Cat. But the weirdly spelt version just put me off. Oh, the spear actually ends up missing from Melez. Level 3, 220 HP. I might have just about been enough damage to get the kill, actually, if that landed. It might have put him on to, like, 2 HP or something. Very, very close. It'll be unfortunate there for Melez. You see, Metajul is starting to recover in this mid lane a little bit after those couple of kills. Net worth only just slightly behind the lean now. Only 200 gold, which ain't too bad at this stage in the game. Even the position 1s, about 100 gold separating them. The biggest rift really is the supports. Got a big lead. Even Cheshire actually go for the Rolling Thunder play onto crit here. Maybe a little bit ambitious. No, he's going to carry on going in. Yamich is here onto the trees. They want to try and find him, but yeah, Crit is just juking the Rolling Thunder. There's absolutely nothing. Ducalis might go for a glimpse. Hope actually got to be careful. Melajul's made the rotation. Dream Call gets a connection onto Crit with all the stun follow-ups, and down goes the Tiny. No chance of surviving that. And Ducalis probably going to fall here as well. Maybe not. Diving onto the tier 1 might be a little bit too risky. Ducalis is stepping out of the safety of his tower. Now he's going to try and get back in there, but even still, they're on top of him yet again. I think he might just fall here, and he does drop. So nice 2 kills there from Winstrike yet again. Another rotation here. And this time coming out from Melajul to find those 2 kills, making more space. And just like that, it does actually bump Driacho over the top of the Tiny now.
More fuel for my fire.
Well, maybe PuckChamp might need to do some sort of rotation play from the leaner to try and get a kill onto this Lifestealer if they can. It's a difficult kill to find because it's quite easy to react to Spear or like Disruption Spear combo. He's always going to be able to get the rage off and disengage. But if they can land that first stun, then the follow-up of the LSA and the Laguna Blade will probably be enough to actually get the kill. But then if you try and do that play, you make the rotation to go down to bot, and then it fails, it just ends up being a huge waste of time, and that could just feel even worse. But Yamich is just caught up on the high ground here. Young G will get the finish with the Dragon Slave. I think he was maybe just trying to get a... Yeah, he was de-warding. He does get the kill on the ward, cost him his life. I think that wouldn't have been too bad if, like, Ducalis or someone got the kill, but the fact that Young G got that money makes it a little bit less worthwhile. Melajul actually on the hunt for Young G right now, but he's already killed the creeps and disengaged. A quick kill this time.
The dire scan, on the hunt for radiant forces.
Melajul just killing the creeps, blocks out one of the camps as well before he falls back. Handsome Mind, he could get glimpsed here. He's under the ward. He runs into Melez, who just drops the arena down immediately. Doesn't quite commit for the the spear, but oh my god, there's 4 mans with so many people on top of him. Disruption's going to be there. I mean, to be honest, that took a lot longer than you would expect. 4 heroes collapsing on the little position 5. Ended up even dropping the arena and a lot of other skills for him. So I guess that's not too bad. Actually, that was a 3 kill streak. So it's actually a pretty decent chunk of money there for Young G. He's got his bots online, going straight in for the BKB as his next main item. Going to be good to avoid pretty much all the skills of the Puck, the Rolling Thunder, the Boundless Strike. Most of the stuff from the Bane, just the Fiend's Grip, that's still going to end up fucking you up a little bit. No way to avoid that big lockdown. But a little smoke. So it looks like now PuckChamp are going to try and go for this kill into Lifestealer. This is really important that they actually find this one. If they fluff this up, it could just start really swinging the momentum into the favor of Winstrike. Carlos' smoke breaks, but he's still under vision. The Edge drops the ultimate immediately, and even gets the stack storm grabs. There's no retreat for the Lifestealer. The LSA misses with the tree. He does get the pin into the tree with the follow-up skills. They do have enough damage, and down he goes with a potential response here from the rest of Winstrike. Melez just diving down to the tier 1, trying to bait out for the rest of his team to stay alive. Cheshire Cat's just rolling around in the backbones. Melez finally drops there to the shield crash. But even still, that's a pretty good trade for PuckChamp. You get the kill into Lifestealer, and you force out the TP rotation of 3 separate heroes, and all you lose for it is your offlaner. So that's not too bad. I mean, the golden experience change doesn't really paint that much of a picture, but I think it's mainly for the fact that the Lifestealer gets taken off of the map, and it allows the opportunity for Crit to start building a little bit of a gold advantage over the top of him. And it looks like Crit's going for like a standard Echo Saber tiny build. Unless he's building some sort of other weird item. I'd assume this is as an Echo. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of curious about what it is his actual main items are going to be. Whether if he's just going to skip the Blink, or if he is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter play. I mean, the Axe could be quite nice in conjunction with the Mars Arena. I could actually set up for a lot of damage, as well as Static Storm and the Kinetic Field combo. Makes it so there's not really anywhere that Winstrike can escape to. But I can't remember how large the AoE for the tree toss is. Is it literally just that circle? Like, as the radius of when he chucks the trees? I'm not too sure. Maybe down bomb. Looks like Melez in a spot bother. We'll drop the arena. Gets the stun onto Yamich, but not going to be able to avoid the stuns from Cheshire Cat. He's just going to count chasing after him. And the Orb actually gets the grab as well as the hit onto Astro as well. Quick double kill there for Melojul. A nice couple of kills there from Winstrike. See what they're going to try and transition this to. Actually, to Carlos as well as Young G. We're going for a smoke play. They're going to run into 2 supports on the side of Winstrike here. They find the quick delete onto Yamich. But couldn't quite find anything onto Pantomime. And there was actually 2 ultimates that get dumped just for the Monkey King kill. I mean, Laguna Blade doesn't matter too much. Only 60 seconds. That's relatively short for an ultimate cooldown. I think the Static Storm's like 90 seconds though. It's a really long one. Yeah, 90 seconds, level 1. But still, Young G just comfortably at the top of the net worth. Only the recipe now away from his BKB. And that might be the tell for him to start having to try and fight with the rest of his squad. It looks like Winstrike tried to go for like a little wrap round onto him, but he does fall back in a nick of time. They're going to pressure the tier 1. They're going to use an aggressive glyph here. Doesn't look like PuckChamp are going to be bothered to actually try and defend it. They're just going to let it fall for free. That's an attempt there from Young G to get the deny, but not able to get it this time. And Melojul with his Witchblade online as well. Ramps up his damage output a fair bit. So who actually is the main source of initiation here for Winstrike? I suppose it is just Melojul with the Lifestealer in him, right? It is literally their only source of initiation. Like, they jump in first, get the Silence of the Dream cooldown, and then it will set up for Yamich to come in with a decent Wukong's command with the Rolling Thunder in between. It could work out quite nicely if they, you know, all actually mesh it together. Ashel ends up running into Pantomime there. But be a little careful, because there's a few members of Winstrike in the vicinity. Actually going to drop down a Demonic Purge here. Just going to constantly harass onto the Bane. In comes Illusory Orb. Thinking about jumping in. Melis drops the arena just to get the kill here onto the Bane, and down he goes. Winstrike's still hanging around though. Do they want to try and fight this? They're being a 4 versus 5, but there's no arena or demonic purge. They've got all of their ultimates. Actually, I say that they haven't got Wukong's command, but I suppose at this stage of the game, it's a pretty mediocre ultimate. Doesn't do anything at all. What information do they have? So they can't see it. They realize they've just gone into the fog here. I don't think PuckChamp have seen the whereabouts of anyone on the side of Winstrike at the moment. So I think there is just a slight advantage here for the Radiant going into this fight. Yeah, like I said, they've got everything to play with right now.
A doodle for the ages.
Who would be their primary target? Get on top of Young G would be very, very nice if they can find him. But he's such a speedy bastard. 483 movement speed because of the fiery stacks plus the bots. Just zooms around non-stop. But I mean, if they can find this kill, it'll delay out the BKB a little bit. He's nearing into it, very, very close. Only 500 away. So if they can get that, the icing on the cake. Meanwhile, crit. Okay. So it looks like he's actually going in for the Silver Edge. First item. That's quite interesting. I suppose with the guaranteed crit and the tree, it'll do a lot of damage. How much is the crit for Silver Edge? Oh, no, it's just 175% bonus damage and a guaranteed 160% crit. So it will be a fair old whack of damage, mind you. The break bit is just like an added bonus. Well, really, the only skill to break is Feast and Ghoul Frenzy. Yeah, it's actually a couple of nice skills. Yamich actually going to pressure into Meles here. The Rebuke pushes it back a little bit. You can see they're keeping chase. Meles is going for the flat TP out. Melajul, though, cancel it there with the Dream Coil. And no escape for the poor old Mars.
That's for your impertinence.
There's a nice little pick up there from Winstrike yet again. Melajul's actually found quite a lot of these kills. 5, 0, and 3 right now. Starting to build up quite a streak. And he's nearing into getting his own Blink Dagger. 400 off. And they'll definitely start allowing their initiation plans. Cheshire Cat with the roll, as well as the help of Yamich. This is a dead Carlos for sure. Winstrike just finding a lot of pickoffs here and there. No like big 5-on-5 skirmishes as of yet. That's still yet to come. Like I said, I'm sure the Blink Dagger for Melajul is going to be the timing here for Winstrike. I mean, Dracho, he's got his armlet. I think he's got a Yasha coming out. I can't click on it. He got a highlight. Oh no, he's got a Maelstrom actually. Okay, so Maelstrom, Armlet of Mordigian, with the initiation from the Puck. It could be a good time to go. It actually looks like Pantomime gets found here. The arena gets dropped, trapped in a couple of them. He's still alive for now. He's going to try and run out of this. He walks into the arena and dies. And now actually, Melajul call out position with the Static Storm. This man is dead. Actually, the Infest there from Dracho is going to keep him alive for now. It's going to give the time to re-engage. Maybe just actually fall back. The Wukong's command making some space. There's still PuckChamp on the hunt. The jump found Young G. They immediately pop out to him. Do a lot of damage with the BKB. The right click's enough damage to go through it. No magic damage even required. Looks like Cheshire will be the one to get grabbed here. Yamich jumps in, gets a slaughter a few of them. Dracho just focuses down onto Carlos. Fools the Disruptor. And Meta's trying to go for the TP out. Is there any cancel? No, there is not. He will escape. And it looks like Astral should be able to get out of here himself. Crit is invis. I don't think that's a kill they can find. Especially with Yamich still in the trees. He will just be forced to fall back. Even still, a 2-for-1 trade there in the favour of Winstrike. Actually, no, it's a 2-for-2 because Pantomime did actually die at the start as well. So 2-for-2, a core and a support for the mid laner, the most farmed hero on the side of PuckChamp. How much gold was he actually worth? 460 gold. 4 kill streak. Going over towards Melajul again. This Puck has just been getting so many high priority kills. Like, it's pretty much where all of this farm was coming from. I bet his CS is pretty poor. I mean, it's not poor. 134. Not the best. In conjunction with the other 3 main cores, but hey, if you're getting kills to subsidize that, it doesn't really matter. We're still going to have to start seeing something spectacular coming out from Crit soon. He is going in for the Silver Edge still. I mean, he's nearly got enough to buy out the Chrysalis.
Dire are scared of the enemy.
I'm thinking about going for an aggressive move here.
Should look to their top tower.
No one from Winstrike's actually in the area. Just Yamich chilling in the trees, minding his own business, you know, farming them coconuts. So PuckChamp going to try and pressure onto the tier 1. And creep wave will get deleted pretty easily. But even still, Youngji just outranging the tower. He needs the vision though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Doesn't even care about having the outranging it. Just wants to carry on beating into it from afar. As long as if the rest of his team sat behind him to re-engage. Actually, talking about re-engaging. Crush Cheshire Cat into the backlines. They found Carlos. Down goes the Disruptor without being able to do anything. Immediately going to buy back to help out the rest of his team. Dratcher, though, his rage just ended. Youngji maybe going to try and land the LSA. No, it does actually get a connection. Crit can't even finish Yamich. He's just the support and he can't kind of find that kill as well. Youngji completely separate from the rest of the team. He dies. He really gets dropped from Melez, but way too late. Not able to save anybody. And they've already lost 2. Melez will manage to escape, but once again, Youngji ends up falling. As well as the support. And it's just more of an advantage going up towards Winstrike here. We'll miss that. Panther does end up getting caught off there from Crit. It's all about fight. Oh, nice Bounder Strike. Gets a connection onto 2. They found Ducalis. Astral's going to be lucky enough to walk away. It looks like PuckChamp, they're still thinking about going for an engagement. They're set up here to maybe go for a jump onto Dracho, but I don't think they really have enough damage at this stage to find that kill. 1600 HP, especially when he activates Armlet Mordigian, being like 2k plus. Like, Crit needs so many more items. He needs a lot more. At the moment, he's not really doing anything for his team. He has this Silver Edge online now. But, I don't know. I don't know if it's really enough. Ends up running into Pantomime there, who just sleeps him, runs off, as you do.
Its bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, the BKB for Youngji, though, already down to 7 seconds at 20 minutes in. He's already burning through these charges super quickly. And both times he's used it, he's still not even been able to do anything in these fights. He's just been controlled up too much.
Money to burn.
And the 3-man smoke here from Winstrike moving into the dire jungle. We did see Crit. I don't think he's about to find that one. Instead, they might go for Melez. Oh, the spear! The casual spear to farm the creeps just gets a connection onto Yamich. And that's definitely the cue to fall back. Like, oh shit. What was he doing there? Smoke of their own here from PuckChamp. They're moving into the Radiant jungle. And there is a Melajul here. It's taking a little while to actually kill these creeps. It looks like he's just about going to evade this potential gank here from PuckChamp. Nothing gained out of this little move. Looks like the tier 1 tower will finally fall though.
Look out for fallen rocks.
Dracho got a full sand jump now. Working towards the Skadi next. With the first point booster up. Not point booster, sorry. Ultimate Orb. And now they're going to attempt to go for the Roche. It was actually dying relatively quickly. Is this just like permanent disarm? What the hell? It's lasting forever. Already below half HP. And now the medallion just gets used. And just PuckChamp none the wiser at all. Freest Roche of Winstrike's lives. Actually give the Aegis over towards Riacho as well. I'm a little bit surprised about that. I thought they might give it to like Melajul or something. I guess I just want to guarantee to make sure this lifestealer stays alive. No, hoping to run into a few members. Not going to be able to find everyone, actually. Maybe they might bump into a couple. Gotta be a little bit cautious. A lot of members of PuckChamp are here. The actual Sack Storm gets dropped, disappear, gets connection to Cheshire Cat. He will be the first casualty here. The Wukong's card gets dropped as well, but immediately PuckChamp out of the vicinity. Not going to be affected by that. Melez just slowly backing off there with the bulwark. Dracho just slowly running at him. Going to change target over towards Youngji if he can. Crit jumping into the back line, trying to get the burst onto Pantomime, but he can't find the damage. He will still survive. Ducalis actually ends up dropping as the jump forwards from the puck finds him instead. And now Crit completely separate from this team. The Fiend Script's guaranteed to kill. He does end up dropping. And that's all. Nice use of the spear. Makes a bit of space there. He should be able to escape from this. But even still, yet again, it's a nice fight for Winstrike. All they lose is their Pangolier. And they take down the position 1 Tiny as well as the support of the Disruptor at the same time. So just each fight just slowly goes into their favor. It's not like a big chunk. It's not like big 5-on-5 fights where it's a complete team wipe every single time. It's just a couple of kills here, a couple of kills there. Not really losing anything in return. And that is how you slowly build up the lead in a game like Dota. And I'm just not sure what PuckChamp need to start doing to change the way this is happening. It doesn't feel like they're doing anything fundamentally wrong. It's just, I don't know, they always seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. In which I'm always able to find the more favourable engagement. Like D2CL was found hiding in the trees while the rest of his team was all down the low ground. Like, he was just miles out of position. Ooh. So they found that jump here onto Young G, pops his BKB yet again defensively, trying to run away with the Demonic Purge from Astral, keep Dracho at bay. He was still with the jump force pants line there with the Blink Dagger. He found the grab onto Astral. They're constantly doing the Sleep Dragon. They're trying to bring him to safety. But Astral's like, nah, sorry mate, you're dead. He doesn't want to do the jumps anymore. D2CL still falls. Oh, looks like Astral's still going to die as well. Oh, that's a real feel bad man moment. The old save your buddy syndrome there from D2CL. And Astral doesn't even respond in kind. Lets him fall. So again, another 2 kills. Very little committed. I mean, they did actually use up the Dream Core. But it's a relatively short cooldown.
Silence.
And they've still got about another 2 minutes left of this Aegis as well in the hands of Dracho as well. We'll see if they're even really going to be that pressured to use it, or if they're just going to carry on playing the way they're doing. I mean, just having this item in your inventory is just a huge safety net and a big deterrent as well from the rest of PuckChamp. Like, trying to fight into an Aegis on a hero which is super overly farmed, especially as he's about to have Scarly delivered. Such a difficult kill to find. But it's getting around here from Cheshire Cat as well. Crit, though, does find the kill onto Pantomime in the background. At long last, they get a pick off here with the Tiny. The Rolling Thunder from Cheshire Cat going to roll straight in, gets one connection onto Crit, but they have to just disengage. Not going to be able to find anything else out of that. In the mid, Dracho did actually end up taking a lot of damage. What the hell was that from? Is it just from Astral? Surely not. Maybe it's his own illusions just beating into him. Those things hurt, man. They hurt a lot. And still PuckChamp. They want to try and take down this tier 2 by the looks, or at least bait it out. See if anyone on the side of Winstrike heads on down here to farm up the creeps. And no one's going to fall prey to that one. Yeah, man, it's just always on the hunt. Seeing if you can pick off anybody just stepping a little bit too far away from their base. No such luck. And Glyph actually does get popped just to kill the creeps. So BKB is still being built up here for Crit. He's about, what's that, 650 gold away from having finished BKB. Which will definitely make him a hell of a lot more survivable. I wonder if he's planned at all to get the Axe. It feels like if you're going for like a carry Tiny, then all you really want is damage output. In which case, the Axe is the best source of DPS for a Tiny, I do believe. Especially if you have something like a Daedalus in your inventory. Just the critting barrage of trees. Real brutal to play up against. They're just really hugging this bot lane. Just desperate. Just waiting for anybody. Anybody! Please! Come down here, give me a kill! Winstrike have got their own plans. Going for a smoke, moving into the triangle. A lot of stuff been drawn on the map. It looks like they're going to wrap round towards the bot, who actually, PuckChamp, gone for their own smoke. It looks like they've just about evaded each other. Actually, wait, there's a crit smoke break? Oh no, he hit the creep, that's why it broke. Alright, so they smoke and then just, yeah, one goes that way, another team goes that way. Absolutely nothing happens at all. Looks like Winstrike want to move back into the opposing triangle, maybe. They will decide against it. Don't have any vision in that area. Just all got denied there from D2CL. Never fight into an area where you see absolutely nothing. The advantage is always going to be in your opposing team's favor. Cheshire just infested up here from Dracho. Oh, maybe they'll make a jump here onto Crit. He does pop out there with the Rage, focus onto the Tiny. Demonic Purge can hold him back at bay, as well as the Sag Storm. They get the crab there onto Dracho, but immediately Cheshire Cat's just rolling into the back, trying to make some space for his Lifestealer. And it's more than enough. He's able just to shrug it all off. Obviously, it did cost him the wrong Thunder, but even still, the Stag Storm's a much more high priority spell, in my opinion. Actually, Cheshire Cat still jumping forwards. They want to find a +1 kill here. They don't have any sort of big lockdown here. The kinetic field's going to hold him back, but Dracho just jumping straight past. Focus to Cars. 3 hits is all he needs. Takes him down. Winstrike just back out with a free kill onto Disruptor. Absolutely nothing PuckChamp could do to stop that. Dracho building towards the Basher next. Although maybe he might have decided to turn this Sange into like an S&Y or a Heaven's Halberd, perhaps. But I suppose he doesn't really need to at this point. If they've got so much momentum on their side, they feel like they're really far ahead, so may as well just keep building to carry on pressing your advantage. Just keep having a very dominant showing. More damage, more survivability, more lockdown. All you need. I mean, maybe eventually you might want to turn it into a Heaven's Halberd if Young G's right clicks are actually starting to pose a threat. He does have the Daedalus up now. BKB Dragonlance. So he is a slight nuisance. But Crit's actually going for a Satanic next. That's not really going to increase his damage output at all. Oh, the Spear. They get a nice connection there onto the Lifestealer. The Sag Storm as well. Getting the connection and all the right-click damage. There is going to be the Fiend here. They're holding him back. The Laguna Blade's enough damage. He's still alive. He gets the infested Yamich. He's going to try and get himself out there. Can he get into the tree dance? He will. He can drop the Wukong's Can't defensively. And now Winstrike's opportunity to turn around. The Druid Coil connects into the 2 supports, just holding them back. Aeon Disc popping for Melajul as well as Cheshire Cat. And they're all going to disengage. Oh, nice use of the Blink Dagger. Evades the glimpse. Mele's now getting control from the Fiend's Grip. Meanwhile, Dracho's Yamich jumping into the backlines. The Lifestealer's back up to full HP. Just dismantling PuckChamp. They're all dying. Crit is the only one left alive. Full HP. And there's nothing he can do to survive this one. I mean, he's a tanky man. It's going to take a little bit of time. But it is inevitable. He will still just die. That's a full 5-man team wipe coming up there from Winstrike. All they lose is their support Monkey King. And it is incredible how Dracho survived that. If that Nightmare from the Bane was just a half a second slower, one more right click would have landed from Young G, and he would have been dead. And this whole fight would have gone completely the other way. But just like that, Winstrike come out on top, managed to take an entire set of barracks. And there's still another 25 and 44 seconds before the Lena and Tiny are up. They're not going to pressure anything else. Just take the barracks and fall back. Roshan up in 55 seconds. I'm sure if that was spawned immediately, they would have abused that timing. But now 12k gold advantage, 32 minutes in here for Winstrike. It's really starting to look a bit bleak here for PuckChamp. It's desperately trying to get their next few items online. As fast as they can, anyway. Roshan up in 10. They don't have anyone there to scout it out straight away. I'm sure they'll find out pretty soon. And Pantomime, you're going to walk in there? Yes, he is. Yamish spots it first. Takes the glory of the Roche spot. What a bastard. But even still, second Roche. Going to have it fall in pretty quickly yet again, I'd imagine. Aegis and Shard. Going to go into the hands of Winstrike. Who did they actually give the Shard over to? Not too sure. Oh, Melajul just finds the free counter to D2CL. What the fuck is D2CL doing here? Oh, he's over here. Okay, he's putting down some boards. He was still well out of place. He's worth quite a lot of money. 400 gold for a position 5 support. Jesus Christ. Cheshire Cat just charging in there super quick. Now he's going to find initiation here. On to Crick. The pop out here from Yamich as well. Dracho is all doing a lot of damage. Disruptions from Astral is going to delay this a little bit, but even still, even the BKB gets popped, but the Fiend's Grip from Pantomime denies the escape, denies the survival. Godlike spree for Dracho, as well as a godlike spree for Mega Jewel as well. Just Winstrike are all over PuckChamp in this first game right now. And they're picking out the high ground. They want to try and take down this tier 3, 65 seconds without the Tiny, and no glyph available as well. But even still, it looks like Winstrike are a little bit sheepish about actually just trying to go high ground right now. Playing very, very cautiously. Yamich trying to wrap around the back lines. They're going to pop out, immediately start focusing on some melees. The Abyssal Blade, a lot of damage, but Astral's there with the save. He gets the BKB off, but it doesn't really change the matter. He still dies. They're still going to lose a set of barracks. And I'm thinking that this game could nearly just be over. 2 sets of barracks gone. Going to be like 18k plus gold advantage for Winstrike, 19,000. Their position 1 of the Tiny isn't really doing anything at all, in my opinion. And their tier 4 is just getting beaten into. The Tiny will be up in a few seconds, but still 35 without the Mars. First tier 4 drops. It looks like Winstrike might just settle with that. Maybe just a fake out. Maybe Jasher just wants to hit onto the creeps to heal back up a little bit. Yeah, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really think that Crit should have had nags this game. Like, I don't know. He just doesn't really seem to be able to do anything in these team fights. Just getting controlled out too easily. His right click's hurt, sure, don't get me wrong. But it's very negligible. Especially when he's building defensive item here of the Satanic. Like, that's not really going to change anything. You're always the last person to survive anyway. He's never really the first target. So he can survive even longer, but if he's not doing damage, what does it matter? PuckChamp even go for a little smoke here. Maybe Youngji did show himself there to Yamich. Maybe they're thinking about baiting him out, perhaps? Not sure. Guess they all just want to lay a nice little defense for the bot. The tier 1 tower's just going to fall to the creeps. And Winstrike, though, they're in the area. And they see Melee's farming up. And Yamich is going to be able to jump into the trees, keep tabs and know exactly where he is. He jumped off towards the top, but Yamich actually guesses the wrong direction. But Melee's, though, gets caught out here from Tracher with the Rage. The LSA not hitting anything at all, just getting those stacks up the line. And then he gets hit by the Abyssal Blade himself. Meanwhile, Cheshire Cat's in the back lines, just rolling around like a madman. Finally, out comes the Static Storm, locking onto Tracho's. It's disabling him a fair bit, but still, where's the damage? He gets the Infest onto Yamich instead. Both supports dying on a lot of sides now. Youngji gets pretty low and below. One final right click and he's taken down. Now Crit is trying to survive, getting out of the way of the Wukongs. But he dies as well. And it's 3 deaths for PuckChamp. Even a buyback from the Shadow Demon. I mean, they did force a buyback there for the Bane. Yeah, they just called GG. They realised there is no way they can bring back into this game. And I 100% agree. That was just Winstrike all over him. I mean, the start was pretty even. All the lanes were sort of standard at the moment. Like, up towards the first 10 minutes. But then I feel like the game really changed pace at that first little 2 kills that Mega Jewel got at the bot lane. Sorry, at the bottom rune when the 2 supports made the rotation. And then that's just when the momentum made a big shift and Winstrike was able to start taking loads of engagements. And yeah, they just whittled away and there's nothing PuckChamp could do. So he was still well played. 2 Winstrike, taking game number 1 in this best 3 series. Game number 2 will be coming up pretty soon. If you've enjoyed this game, my cast, please think about following my Twitch and my YouTube. Any help I get, I thoroughly appreciate. And yeah, I'll see you all for game number 2. It'll be coming up soon.